So I'm going to talk a few minutes about my good friend, my fellow YouTuber, George in Kentucky. I won't mention George's last name because he may not want his last name given. But first, let me tell you a little bit about George. He's been following my YouTube channel for years. He's actually given me the honor of coming down and meeting me at my dealership. We see each other at the auction from time to time, and I just put George, and one more thing, he's actually gone out of his way to help me, and in cases, he's always volunteering. He's just a great guy, and his character is just above reproach as far as I'm concerned. I think he's super honest, and I don't think he just seems like he wouldn't hurt anyone. Very soft-spoken man, non-confrontational. But anyway, he messaged me yesterday, and he said, "What do you do with buyer's remorse?" Now, George has had his license for a little over a year, I guess, and according to him, that was the first time that he had buyer's remorse. And of course, I responded back, well, that's not going to be your last time to deal with buyer's remorse. It's going to happen to you quite a bit. So, bringing this to the point, George does have his dealer's license, like I said, and it's hard for us to accept the conditions that the states put on us as far as getting our dealer's license, but believe it or not, it protects you. So the customer had contacted him, threatened to sue him if he didn't give him his money back on a $1,400 car, and George is just not the type of guy. He said, should I give him his money back? And quite frankly, hell no. No. You got all your documents signed? Yes. He had all his documents signed. Did he sign that as-is statement? Yes, he signed his as-is statement. Then here is your case. You don't even need an attorney. You have met the state's obligation by getting those documents signed. All you have to do, if this guy, and the burden is on him or the buyer, I don't know whether it's a male or a female, but all you have to do is to walk into court with your documentation. If you're called into court, have your documentation there. Enough said. You've got the state behind you, because as long as you met those obligations, the judge is not going to overrule the state's decision. It's not going to happen. I've had it happen too many times to where the customer will go to an attorney. The attorney says to the customer, did you sign the as-is statement? Customer says, yes, but he told me. That doesn't matter what he told you. Nothing matters but what you signed. You have no case. Now, if you want to give me a retainer, I'll call the Motor Vehicle Commission, and I'll send them a letter, and I'll do all this. But the bottom line is, he has got the power of the state behind him. If he met those obligations, you do not have a leg to stand on unless you have documented proof somewhere that you have a warranty on this car, that you had a refund policy on this car. So no attorney in his right mind is going to take that case and go to court. He may try and bluff you, because sometimes attorneys need money, and they'll promise you a letter, they'll promise you this, and they'll promise you that. But trust me, you do not refund anyone's money when you've got all your documentation signed. If you're in the right, you're in the right. If you're in the wrong, be a man and admit the wrong. But I know for a fact that George did not promise this man anything. He got the buyer, like I said, I don't know if it's man or woman, but he got the documents signed. He's got the power of the state. He doesn't need to retain an attorney. No judge is going to overrule the proof once you walk into court with it. And come on, it's $1,400. You think that an attorney is going to they don't take these cases on a contingent basis. They want their money because they know you're going to lose. So wake up. Don't go out here, and especially over $1,400 cars. Hey, an attorney won't take a case on a car for less than $4,000 or $5,000 retainer. So don't be fooled by that. Please subscribe to this channel. I look forward to seeing you next time.